According to reports, Mariah Carey is enjoying the drama that has recently erupted in Jennifer Lopez's life after the singer was forced to postpone her tour and has been battling marital problems with Ben Affleck. Welcome back, it's your host Nancy Brown. If you are new here, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. A source for In Touch claims that Lopez's difficulties have been added cherry on top since Carey was awarded a residency at Dolby Live, which is located inside the Park MGM Hotel. Mariah is really excited to be getting back to Vegas and looking forward to proving she's still at the top of the game when it comes to putting on a show and bringing in ticket sales, the source told the news outlet. She's extra excited to show that she's still got it after J.Lo had to go and cancel her concert tour. They added that Carey has been monitoring the drama very closely and took a lot of pleasure in seeing her fall on her face. She believes it's karma biting her in the butt because she's not as talented as she thinks and way too arrogant. The most recent information was published that Lopez is upset about the rumors that have been spreading about her and her spouse. The source told the newspaper, "She's furious. He has humiliated her. He was the one who initiated getting back together. He's humiliated her because she made a big deal that he's the love of her life. They just had 2 weddings 2 years ago. This is some kind of a record, they're not young kids." On his prison podcast, Suge Knight has already made a number of really shocking statements. The most recent one concerned claimed secret videos that Jennifer Lopez and Diddy had produced. The former head of Death Row, Ben Affleck, offered his perspective regarding J.Lo's alleged split from her spouse of 2 years in a recent Collect Call episode. He speculated that during Diddy's house raids earlier this year, the FBI may have taken videos from him, maybe including ones featuring Lopez. This is obviously unverified. From there, though, he conjectured that Affleck's relationship with Lopez suffered after the FBI approached him over the videos. "I'm quite sure the FBI probably called," Knight said. "And the FBI gave respect and a courtesy call to Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, 'We want to show you some things about your wife.' When he seen the SHT that her and Puff was doing and who they be doing it with, I'm quite sure that they gave his of those tapes and I'm quite sure he can never look at her the same," he continued. "I'm quite sure they headed for divorce because that's a man who had a good life, great parents, don't spend a lot of money, ain't tripping off paparazzi, he's living his life. He got his own team. She done brought all the extra ST out and now that mutha FK he won out." According to recent court filings, Kiffy D was caught trafficking a large amount of drugs and went on to work as a police informant for years. He purportedly tried to say that Diddy gave him $1 million in return for killing Tupac in this way. He claims that Eric Zip Martin received payment for the funds. According to the prosecution's allegations, Kiffy took a plane out of New York City to talk about the plot to assassinate the renowned rapper. He encountered Zip at that time while functioning in an undercover capacity. Mr. Martin Zip greeted defendant excitedly and they had a social conversation, the court papers claim. Mr. Martin indicated he was out of the business but directed him to conduct his drug activities with the nephew. Thereafter, defendant and Mr. Martin socialized in Mr. Martin's restaurant for several hours. The information is provided as Kiffy persists in his efforts to be released from custody on bond before to his impending trial. Kiffy's lawyer, Carl Arnold, moved for a reconsideration after Judge Carly Kearney first denied his attempts to post bond. Judge Kearney does not at this time have the legal authority to prevent Mr. Davis from being paid any proceeds deriving from his story related to his life, or any connection he allegedly has with the murder of Mr. Shakur. In that move, Arnold wrote, as reported by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Concerned about where the money was coming from, Kearney had rejected the relocation. The animosity between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has now lasted for more than 10 years. But with some really harsh diss recordings this past year, it all came to a head. Like That kicked things off, and Push-Ups was next. Things reached a breaking point on May 3rd night when Euphoria took over. Family Matters caused a stir in the hip-hop community. In the meantime, Meet the Grahams stopped everyone dead in their tracks. Kendrick Lamar released another bond the next day with Not Like Us. Ever since, Not Like Us has emerged as the song that epitomizes the entire feud. For a few weeks now, it has been the top song in the globe, and its popularity is growing. But it appears that the track's current love fest isn't going down well in at least one area. Some Houston-based accounts suggest that the song may have been outlawed by some establishments. There's no obvious explanation for this, but some have attempted to blame Drake personally. Drizzy is after all well known for visiting Houston on a regular basis. Additionally, he is connected to Jay Prince, who is highly influential there. But nothing has been verified, and there isn't any proof that suggests anything. That being stated, DJs should use caution when playing Not Like Us during a trip to Texas.